You know, as
Always
many
crap.
times as we come and we sit here and we talk about football, this being like the 12th week in a row since we started on week 4, it's getting even more and more difficult to predict these games. And I'm
Yeah,
sure you guys, as fans out there who are watching us on JNL Football Talks, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. JH Gibbons here, fell there. It's getting very difficult to keep this going, to really figure out who's going to win, who's going to lose, who's going to be good, who's going to suck. It's up and down. And I think the one thing that I could say about the Broncos, even before you get into the stats and all that stuff, Vel, they have been one of the more up and down teams this year. I mean, we all know the 70 to, what was it, 70-20 or something crazy like that against the Dolphins earlier this year. Then they won like 5-6 straight, and then they started losing again, and then they win lose, and now it looks like they may have lost their quarterback for the remainder of the season, not because he's injured, but because they just don't want to play him. They don't want to pay him. And chances are he's going to be looking for another home next year. And we're talking about Russell Wilson. Vel, I wanted to get your take on this, knowing that Russ is a man of the year. He's a 6-7 time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl
yeah.
champion, all of these different accolades. I feel as though this guy gets disrespected more than any starting quarterback in the NFL. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. Well, to be honest, it all started outside of football. Let's start with Future. It all started with him with this disrespect. But no, for real. But yeah,
Yes.
he's been disrespected for a while. And the thing is, always appreciated the guy. You know, like even when he was messing up around the beginning of this I think season and stuff,
Yeah.
he was kind
Even
of
Langston, too.
I still looked at him like, just give the guy a chance. He's trying his hardest, like I don't know. He doesn't seem like a cocky guy. He's trying his dangest. He's trying his hardest out here, man. Like, and it's like it seems like they're not giving him a chance. And it's like I don't see him as like a second string. I still see him as a starter. Like I really think somebody should just give him a chance, kind of like how Pete Carroll was with him. Like he needs like another Pete Carroll type of vibe. Ah, damn. And the thing is, hold on. Now that I think about it, like he didn't do bad.
He didn't do bad at all. That's the thing, right? Like, this past game wasn't even bad, but it's, and I think the other side of it is the contract side, and this is the business side of the NFL. Look, we've never been in it, but we understand how businesses work, right? You got to do what's best for your franchise, for your business. The thing is, if Russell were to get injured in these last couple weeks, the Broncos would owe him a certain amount of money. And what happened, I learned from Dan Orlowski, shout out to ESPN,
Mhm.
is that they wanted Russell to renegotiate his contract because of this injury clause where they would owe him a ton of money. So they're like, look,
Uh,
redo your contract at the end that we all signed up to a couple years ago. Just redo that. And like, if you don't, then we're going to bench you. And
oh,
it's like, bro, that's cold. Like, we signed a contract, we
damn,
signed a deal.
uh,
Like, that's just, you're now disrespecting me because it did not work out in your favor. Like, you can't renege on this. So they just benched him, right? I mean, look, they're out of the playoffs. There's no chance in them winning. There's probably no point of winning right now anyway. But it's just cold what they're doing to this man.
uh, I miss him. Oh, I wish him the best. God, he doesn't deserve this. All right. Well, I guess we might as well start with that game since we're talking about him.
Sure.
Patriots and Broncos. Yeah. So I predicted the Broncos was gonna win. I
Mhm.
predicted this a very, 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 very low scoring game. I expected this to be 7-14. Um, yeah. The Broncos, the Broncos lost. It was 26-23. Um,
Me. Me.
Russell Wilson did good. He got 238 yards, two
Nice.
touchdowns. Um, what is it? Bailey Zapp, 256 yards, two touchdowns, 25 for 33. It was a good game. They just binged Russell Wilson, man. Damn. I don't know why they did that, man. But Bailey Zapp, he did good. Who is it? Was it? I wrote this a long time ago. Oh, Demario Douglas. He had a good game. 5 receptions, 74 yards. It was a good game all around, but like I said, the Broncos should have won this game. They benched him. I mean,
I don't disagree.
They could have just won. I don't know what to say. Ezekiel Elliott, he did not good. He got 27 yards, 12 carries. Jaleel Macklin got 37 yards, 6 carries. It was pretty much all just a passing type game. It was pretty much just a passing type game. The running game was like non-existent for both teams. And yeah, Zapp just had the better game. I should have. Zapp had a better game, man. They benched him. I don't know. I have nothing to say.
Yeah. I don't think going forward that Bailey Zappi is going to be the quarterback for the Patriots. I'm sure they're going to do some finagling in the offseason. I don't know what's happening. Like, they shouldn't be winning. I mean, thankfully they're winning. It helps us as Commanders fans. But they should not be winning if they're trying to get a quarterback unless they're going to get somebody like Russell Wilson. Who knows? We'll see. Because I don't even know if Belichick's going to be there. I don't know who the coach is going to be. So that's going to be an entirely new looking team next year. But I could tell you a couple teams here that while I don't think they need to rebuild, there's certain things that they need to retool to get over the hump. I'm talking about the Bengals and the Steelers. So in this game, I actually had the Bengals winning, right? Jake Browning was playing out of his mind. Joe Mixon was balling out. They had a real thing going on offense and on defense as well. And I had that predicted score to be 20-6 Bengals. I was wrong because for whatever reason, on a Christmas day, you have somebody with the last name Rudolph playing quarterback for the Steelers. You can't make this up. Rudolph, the red zone reindeer, decided that he was going to throw some tutties in this game. Mason Rudolph came back. He balled out. The actual final score was 34-11 Steelers. I never thought that would have happened. Check out these Mason Rudolph stats here. 290 passing yards, 2 tutties, no picks, 124 passer rating. That's incredible for Mason Rudolph.
Shut the front door.
The front door is closed because I cannot believe that I'm letting in somebody named Mason Rudolph to come back after all the things that have happened in his career, almost getting completely destroyed by Myles Garrett a couple years ago with a helmet tip. That was him. It did the opposite that it did to Antonio Brown. So shout out to Myles Garrett for extending Mason Rudolph's career here. Jake Browning wasn't terrible either, but again, you cannot throw picks and expect to win. I say it all the time. 335 passing yards, 1 tutty, 3 interceptions. Can't do that. And a 69.0 passer rating. I mean, watching the game, man, it just felt like the Steelers had everything going. George Pickens was balling out as well. Najee Harris was getting yards. Like, everything was just clicking, man. So, going forward, I don't know if the Steelers are going to be able to do this every single week, right? We know that this is the year of the backup, but after 3 games or so, a lot of these backups just kind of fall to the wayside. For the Bengals, Joe Burrow is going to come back. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be ready for next year, but there's some contracts that they have to look into. T. Higgins, I think his contract is coming due. There's a couple guys on that roster as well, some linemen, both on offense and defense. They got to restructure if they want to come back and try to run it back and get a little further. If not, Joe Burrow may end up like Pat Mahomes, but we'll see. What you got?
This was a good game, actually. Okay.
Spicy.
Saints versus Rams. My prediction was 17-21 Rams, and the score was 22-30 Rams. Bruh, everything was working for this team, for the Rams, bruh. Oh my God, I'm trying to think where to start at because it's just so amazing. Well, because it was pretty much like with the Saints, they what they did was They pretty much shut Cooper Kupp down. You know what I'm saying? He only got surprisingly, that's what I'm saying. He got 6 receptions for 52 yards, right? Which isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter, bro. Puka Nakua got nine receptions for 164 yards.
Jesus.
And hold on, wait. and then on the running side, bro, everything was working, bro. What's his name? Kyron Williams got 22 carries for 140 yards and a touchdown. Like, Matthew Stafford was on point. Like, it was crazy. Oh, okay. I thought you were like, woo, but you're yarning. Okay.
Damn it, you caught me.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you're yarning. But no, and Matthew Stafford, he was on one. Yeah, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. No picks for him. It was just a good game for them. But on the other side with the Saints, I hate them. David Carr, 3 touchdowns, 319 yards, interception.
Of course.
What is it? Chris Olave. I say I don't know. I like saying Olive. That's just me. He had 9 receptions for 123 yards. That was his man's right there. That was his man's. Oh yeah. Also for the Rams, another guy, Demarcus Robinson. He is exactly.
I don't even know who that is.
Bro, he had 6 receptions, 82 yards, but he was balling too. I want to say he's a rookie, but see, I don't want to say that, and then he's not.
Maybe was he injured or I don't know.
I seen him I saw him last week, I think, in a game, but not the last week before this one. I saw him, and that was like that was the last time I seen him. That was like the first time I seen him. I mean, so, but so pretty much the Rams, slash Matthew Stafford, he was giving the ball to anybody and everybody. And then the running part, Kyron Williams just cooking. I don't even know who the second string running back is. Saints, they did good, but Matthew Stafford was just on point with everything. He delivered the ball quick as hell. Jesus Christ. The Rams shouldn't be fucking 8-7. I don't weird to me. I really don't like that. I wish I was a Rams fan so I could be like more but damn. Who do you got? Tell me now, please.
Well, I mean, look, this team almost blew it. And it's funny because in terms of where we are in this season and where we're going to be going in the draft, blowing it means winning. Right? I do not need the Commanders to win a game from here on out. They almost came back and won this. Could you imagine screwing up something that bad? You're losing your entire front office in the offseason. You got a new owner. You're going to get a new GM, a new head coach, a new scouting department, new training. You're getting new everything.
Oh, really?
And then you lose the opportunity to get draft high. So they almost won, and I'm glad they didn't. I had it's hilarious saying that, but my predicted final score when they played the Jets this past weekend, 24-14 was my predicted score, and I had the Jets winning. Jets won, but it was a lot closer, way too close for my liking. It ended up being 30-28. Now, they should have kept Sam Howell in because he was just stinking up the joint, and I loved that. I was cheering for Sam Howell, throwing interceptions and throwing up ducks. I was like, yeah, woo! Suck. I was just cheering for that. And he sucked. He sucked hard. And maybe that's why his initials are SH, not Sam Howell, but suck hard. Because he had 56 yards. He had 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And get this, the lowest passer rating this season, 1.7.
Wait, hold on. Wait, how the fuck? Wait, he's a quarterback, right?
He's a quarterback.
He had 56
1.7.
How the fuck do you got 56 yards? Wait, hold on. Wait.
Because, so he got benched. He did get benched. He got benched at the end of the first half. But it's the rating that I laugh at, right? That means there's nothing but incompletions, and the only completions you have are to the other team. That's kind of what that looks like. So he played like complete trash, and I loved every second of it. However, here's where it gets a little bad because Jacoby Brissett came in And he balled out. 100 yards, 1 tutty, no picks, 123.9 passer rating. It's the second time he did it. Did it last week against the Rams, doing it again here, which means that he is going to be the starter going up against San Fran, and I hope to God that they lose. I hope to God. And I think they will. I think San Fran. But who knows, right? Who knows? Anything can happen. Trevor Siemian had a pretty good game, and this is probably better than Zach Wilson would have done against us. 217 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 64.8 passer rating. So it's decent. He's a third string quarterback. Can't expect the world out of him. Going forward, I want us to suck. I want us to lose these last 2 games, one against San Fran, one against Dallas. It means that we are in third. We're third overall right now to draft under the Bears and the Cardinals. If we lose out, we could possibly get Caleb Williams or any of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks that are going to be in the draft this year, which is great because I think we're going to need one with how Sam Howell is playing. I don't think we get rid of Sam Howell completely. I don't think we release him. He's still under the rookie deal. There's no point in doing that. Have him compete for the starting job next year with a new coaching staff and another quarterback, and keep Jacoby Brissett as well. Jets, they need Aaron Rodgers. There's nothing more left to say. They need Aaron Rodgers. Their defense is not bad at all. The defense is actually great. It's the only reason why they're competitive. But that offense is trash. They need Aaron Rodgers, and he's going to be back next season. So we'll see what 24 holds for the Jets. Who you got?
Bills, Chargers.
Woo!
Chargers. My prediction was 24-0 Bills. And
damn.
Hey, I'm just saying.
24-0. Damn.
Yeah, my prediction is like off the wall. If you look at the rest of my prediction, you'd be like, damn, really? Be like, yep, I don't know. This is what I went with it. And but the Chargers surprised the shit out of me, actually. Yeah, it was 24-2. So I was kind of right. So, 24-22. Easton Stick. Surprised the crap out of me. He had 215 yards, no picks.
Not bad.
237 yards, a touchdown. Of course, he got a pick. Of course. Pretty much. I'm surprised that it happened, actually. James Cook had 20 carries, 70 yards. He had a pick, of course. But you know who cooked, though, was Gabe Davis. He had 20 carries. He had, it's not 20 carries, what the hell? He had 4 receptions for 130 yards, a touchdown. Ooh. So, that was pretty much his main receiver right there. Pretty much what happened was, the Bills just kept giving the damn Chargers chances after chances because not only was there a pick, it was a it was a punt return fumble by the Bills. And then James Cook did a fumble when he ran the ball, then he fumbled, and he gave him chances after chance after chance after chance after chance. Austin Eckler, running back, he had a good game, 15 carries, 65 yards. Yeah, bro, it was pretty much. And then when the Bills' defense pretty much they brought pressure whenever they needed to against Easton Stick. He's a rookie. He did make a rushing touchdown. I just remember that he made a rushing. Nice. Yeah, I was like, okay. Everybody was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I can't believe it either. Yeah, but even though they won, the Bills, just stop intercepting the damn ball, bro. They need to just quit doing that, and then they'll just be good. I think that's the main thing we talk about with Allen, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's so pick friendly, man.
He just loves doing that. Well, with every quarterback, I think, in my opinion, in every quarterback situation in the game, there's going to be at least one pick. But, with Josh Allen, it's a lot. He does it a lot. He does it a lot. That's what made the game really close, in my opinion. It was a damn turning over of the balls, even though he only picked it once. But I'm just talking about the Bills as a whole. They like to turn the ball over. They're just doing that. And also, Jared Allen, stop throwing the ball across his body and shit. He does that a lot, too. And with the Chargers, just keep fighting hard, man. They're in a bad place right now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Yeah. You tell me who you got next. How about that?
Well, here's a guy that should continue to keep doing what he's doing because he's doing it at a remarkable pace, and it is commendable. It's incredible. It's a career resurgence like I've never seen before. Especially coming off the street, basically laying on his couch with his 5
You know what
kids.
you're talking about. It doesn't even matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the elite Joe Flacco. It's absolutely incredible, man. It's the story of the year. He's probably going to win Comeback Player of the Year over DeMar Hamlin, which, it's kind of, I mean, DeMar Hamlin came back from death.
Damar Hamlin died.
He died. He died on the field. There's no greater comeback story than that.
But did he do anything? Did he do anything? Wait, never mind.
Not really. Yeah. Not really. He hasn't really had that well of a season. I mean, he's a back. So.
Sorry.
But it was just it was just incredible to see Joe Flacco play. I mean, I was watching this game against the Texans. I actually had the Browns winning, not just because CJ Stroud was out, but because, I mean, over 300 yards again. It's crazy. So, predicted final score, 28-10 Browns. It was actually a little bit closer, 36-22 Browns. Joe Flacco, 309 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 121.2 passer rating. Yeah, I mean, just phenomenal. Right? I mean, Amari Cooper had a career day. David Njoku has had his best year. And by the way, Joe Flacco came in late this season, right? He didn't start.
4 weeks ago? Wasn't it 4 weeks ago? He just woke up after
I think so. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and he's just balling out, and people are having career games. Like, I'm like, bro, like, what? It's incredible. It's incredible. On the other side of the ball, going over to the Texans, Case Keenum was in. He wasn't in for long. 62 passing yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, 31.6 passer rating. He then got benched for Davis Mills, who had 149 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 81.4 passer rating. So he didn't play too awful. But CJ Stroud's going to be coming back this upcoming week, so it should be interesting to see how things go. In terms of the Texans, I think they're having a great year. Nobody thought, with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback and a lot of rookies starting out there, that they would be this good. But they're playing hard. They're coached well. So shout out to them and the job that D'Amico Ryans has done with his staff out there. The Browns, same thing. Kevin Stefanski has coached his butt off. Especially with all the quarterbacks he's had, besides Deshaun Watson, he had Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and now Joe Flacco coming off a plane and landing and taking snaps. It's just incredible to watch. This is going to be a very difficult offseason for the Browns. I don't know what they do with Joe Flacco. Personally, I think they should keep him on the roster. But chances are they're going to start Deshaun, and if Deshaun sucks, they will then have to try to make a decision if they are going to keep him in, because there's so many guaranteed dollars that he's going to get between now and the next 3 or 4 years. So they have to keep him in, or they have to trade him. If they're going to trade him, they still have to pay him because that's guaranteed, or you just suck with him. And if you do that, you're going to lose other players because you can't keep them all with that salary hit. So the Browns got to win the Super Bowl this year. They got to win it this year, or they're just not going to win it in the next 5 to 7 years. So, should be interesting, man. What you got?
Damn. Go Browns, bro. Yeah, they should. Wow. God damn.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man.
Well, next game. Oof, man. Okay, the topic of this game is picks. Picks. Say it with me. Say picks. Say it.
Picks.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. So this is Lions versus Vikings, bro. My predicted score was 24-21. Oh my gosh. And then the score was 30-24 Lions. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think. Start this. No, but you can't. Okay, Nick Mullins. He's not a rookie because I recognize that name.
No, he's not a rookie. He played for San Fran a couple years ago.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay, 22 for 36, right? Okay, I'm going to do 2 touchdowns.
All right.
trying to think how to. 411 yards.
Oh my God! What?
411 yards.
Nick Mullins?
Nick Mullins, 411 yards.
411 yards?
411 yards. Wait. Just wait a second. Wait. 4 interceptions.
Wow. That is everything about that's impressive. That's a great terrible job. That's amazingly bad. That's wow, great job, but damn you suck. That's what that is.
Listen, Anderson.
Wow.
So Jared Goff's stats was 257 yards. It was 257 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks.
Wow. Wow.
You understand they still lost, right?
The Lions lost.
No. The Vikings lost.
Oh.
No. Listen, Nick Mullins plays for the Vikings, bro. He threw for 411 yards, 4 picks.
Oh.
They still lost. And he threw all the damn yards, and he still lost.
It had to be those interceptions, bro.
Okay, but let me explain to you what happened, bro. Okay, first of all, Justin Jefferson, he had 6 receptions, 141 yards. Oh my God. Whew. Ty Chandler, he only had 17 yards. It was pretty much a passing game. He only had 17 yards rushing, 8 carries. Oh my God. Jamar Gibbs for the Lions, he had 80 yards, 15 carries, 2 touchdowns. He was actually cooking running wise. He was cooking. That's what happened was, okay, Nick Mullins, he was good. When he steps in the pocket, he would find somebody open. He was great. As soon as he held the ball longer than that, that's when he gets sacked, or he'll pressure and throw a pick. There's nothing. I swear to God, there's nothing else to say, bro, except for stop throwing the damn ball to the other team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good thing. Yeah.
Literally the topic of this damn game, bro. If you just hold the ball, if you don't hold the ball, if you just throw it to your same, to your teammate, you would have won this game, bro. This nigga had 411 yards, Nick Mullins, bro, and he lost the game. Bro. And like, that's good that he took chances. At the same time, it isn't, because picks happen. I don't know his passer rating. I'm assuming it's okay because of the yardage. I'm just guessing. I'm assuming it's 70 or something. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. But yeah, if I was Nick Mullins, I would be happy, but I'd be mad as hell. Jared Goff, on the other hand, played like a regular quarterback, and he found his favorite receiver. Oh God, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, St. Brown, 12 receptions, 106 yards, a touchdown. That's pretty much his favorite receiver. He reminds me of oh my God, I always get his name. He played for the Seahawks. And I think Golden Tate. He reminds me of Golden Tate.
Oh, yeah, Golden Tate.
Yeah, he puts me in the mind of him when he plays. Jared Goff played like a regular quarterback, and stepped up like a normal person, and threw to the proper receivers. Didn't take any chances.
That'll help.
Yeah. Vikings. Damn, man. But yeah, Lions, man. I like the Lions in this one, man. Who you got next, huh?
Well, we're gonna head over to Tennessee to listen to the Seahawks and the Titans scores here. This game was interesting. You know, it was really back and forth, really strong defenses. My predicted final score was 24-17 Seahawks. It was pretty close. It was 20-17 Seahawks. The Titans played relatively well, as did Derrick Henry. So, um, just to start off, Geno Smith is back in the lineup. I know last week we saw Drew Lock put on a show in prime time
Didn't you
against
like
the
that?
Chiefs.
Isn't
It
that what
was, yep, that's what he did. He put that shit on, man. That's what he did. And it was incredible. That game was incredible. And back to Geno Smith, I mean, 227 passing yards, two tutties, no picks, 104.7 passer rating. He's balling out, man. And again, this goes to show you that coaching matters and situations matter. And Geno Smith is in a great situation out there in Seattle. On the other hand, with the Titans, Will Levis had 199 passing yards, no touchdowns, one pick, 72.4 passer rating. I'm not worried about him. He's a rookie. He's a hell of an athlete. He's a hell of a football player. You know, I think some of the throwing mechanics and just, you know, playing as a quarterback in the NFL, there's just certain things that he'll have to learn, but it comes with time. You can't really, you know, there's no better teacher than experience. So he's going to learn from it. He's going to do better. I think Titans going forward, they have some things to decide on, especially in the running back position. Do you keep Henry? Do you trade him? What do you do with him?
What was his yards? If you don't mind me asking.
I do not have it up in front of me, but I could get it up as I tell you that Derrick Henry has not had the best year, I would say. I think, you know, he still is dominant as he is because he's a big dude. I mean, even in this game, he had 19 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. But you know, typically, no, it's not bad at all. I mean, that's somewhat typical Derrick Henry numbers. But I think with somebody like him, you just got to continue to force the ball to him. You got to do that. You got to feed the beast. That's the only way to get him going. If you give him a carry here and a carry there, it just doesn't work out because there is no rhythm. So you get him in a rhythm. You know, I think the Titans should continue to work that running game as they have been, similar to what the Seahawks did in the past, even though they're throwing a little bit more with Geno. You know, I think going forward, both of these teams are setting themselves up for, you know, maybe the Seahawks for a playoff run. I know Titans are out right now. But, you know, both teams are still playing hard and competitive football late in the year. Who do you got next?
Packers, Panthers.
Oh, wow.
Buckled up. All right. You know, that's how he does it. But
sure.
And Packers versus Panthers, man. My prediction was 14-17 Panthers. You know, I want them to win. You know what I'm saying? We lost 33. I was about to say 33-0. We lost 33-30.
Whoa, look at that.
Exactly. So okay, so looking at this game, that's why when you heard me, I was like, oh my God. Because we do so many great things, but we do it at the last two games. Like, doesn't matter. I wish this was week 2 when we did shit like this. But pretty much Bryce Young, 312 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He had no picks.
It's pretty good. Good.
All right, no picks. Yeah, no picks. That was funny. He had no picks. All right, yeah, no picks. Jordan Love, 219 yards. That means that we had more yards than Jordan Love, and we're the worst team in the league, quote unquote. Worst team in the league. And, you know, I don't like that. You know, I'm just gonna keep going with this, but he had 219 yards, 2 touchdowns. What it was is Aaron Jones. He had 127 yards. He was cooking, running back. So basically our run defense is shit. You know, we suck. Bryce Young though, his PFF grade was 84.3. That's the 5th among quarterbacks. But we suck though. Chuba, he had 43 yards, 16 carries, a touchdown. Okay, so fuck these stats. Okay, so like, why in the hell do we wait until, you know? But Okay, I can't get mad. I can't get mad. But we did good though, even though we lost. I'm talking about the improvement of the Panthers. I don't care about the Packers. Our O-line is getting better. I don't know how this happens. They should have done this in week 2. We're holding the ball better. You notice when you give him time, he delivers the ball. He Shark Jr. He has 6. Oh, I forgot about him. I just said fuck him. He had our receiver DJ Shark Jr. He had 6. Oh yeah, 6 receptions for 98 yards, a touchdown. No, I mean 2 touchdowns. So that's pretty much his favorite receiver. Him and oh my god, I forget this guy's name. The other guy, that's also his favorite receiver. And number 11. Like I'm just noticing how these people are coming out of nowhere. They're cooking, like do the end around plays a lot. As the Packers, they won.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones was cooking. Romeo Douglas, 4 receptions, 79 yards, a touchdown. They were the better team, of course, even though we had 394 yards. They had 369. So technically, we're 25 more yards better than them. Just saying. I just want to put that out for no reason. And we had more first downs than them. I just want to say that. They had 25, we had 26.
Woo.
How in the heck are we there's other teams that have more to worry about than we do.
Commanders.
And I think others. But yeah, Commanders is others. Like, cause we did good. We did good, but we lost. So can't really, get mad at that. Shout out to the Packers. They were the better team. Who do you got next?
Man, let's go out to Tampa, Florida, where Baker Mayfield is baking me a cake as fast as he can against these Jaguars. So my predicted final score here was 30-21. I thought that the Broncos, I thought that the Buccaneers were going to take care of business, and they did. And I just saw that the Jaguars are kind of falling apart. I don't know what's happening to them. The final score was 30-12. And it's surprising how they were. I know it's shocking, right? I mean, I think, God, I don't think Trevor Lawrence is a bust. This is a great conversation to have postseason, but I think there's something that's going on there where he's just not like. It just seems like he's met his ceiling. Like there's no. I know. Again, it's still early. I don't know for sure. But it just feels that way, It feels that way. But listen to what Baker did, right? I mean, 283 passing yards, 2 tutties, no picks, 116.7 passer rating. Incredible. And he loves it there. They love him there. I hope he's found his new home.
I hate him. You know that, right?
I know. You have a right to, and I understand.
He's a little low because he's a Buccaneer.
I get it. I completely get it. But look, Trevor Lawrence, 211 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, and 64 passer rating. Yeah, it's you're not going to win that way. You're just not going to win that way. And I think going forward, like I said, the Jaguars have a lot to think about. I don't think that rookie contract comes due this year. Maybe it's next offseason. And at that time, they're going to have to sit there and think, are we going to re-sign this guy, or are we going to look for somebody in the draft and free agency? What are we going to do? A lot of questions there. For Baker, on his side, I hope they renew his contract. I hope he gets to stay there. He's really building a rapport there, and he's building with a lot of those players there, and they're doing really, really well. So shout out to Baker Mayfield and the career resurgence that he's had over these past couple of years with injuries and just getting just bad timing in general. Who you got?
Colts. Vikings.
Whoa.
Wow. Colts. Shut up. Fuck. Damn. I just fucked up. Oh, man. Colts. Falcons. That's what I'm going to say. God damn it. Yeah. My prediction was 24-6 Colts, because I thought Gordon Minshew was about to, just cook again. I mean, he got the mustache with the sunglasses and the beard. He looks like a... Anyways, but yeah. that didn't happen. The score was 10-29 Falcons. Taylor Heineke? Whatever his name is.
Oh, Taylor Heineke.
Heineke?
My
Heineke?
guy.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah. Your guy was cooking. He had 220 yards, a touchdown. Looks like whoever the quarterback was for the Falcons, I don't care about. It looks like he's not that guy anymore after we we did. But no. But Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, he had 18 carries, 43 yards, a touchdown. Bijan Robinson had 12 carries, 72 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then he also had 7 receptions, 50 yards. And Kylan Grandson had 5 receptions for 62 yards. So pretty much what I'm noticing is they're just doing what they did the last couple games. The Falcons, they pretty much are just putting Bijan Robinson into the mix again, finally, because I was wondering what happened to him like these last couple like the first half of the season, I think, or something like that. So it seems like they pretty much put him in the mix. Gardner Minshew had 201 yards, an interception. He did all right, 201 yards, not an interception. But pretty much, Atlanta pretty much was taking over this whole game. They had more yards overall, 406 yards overall compared to the Colts, 262 yards overall. Falcons played their game pretty much today. Taylor Heineke, hell of a game. Bijan Robinson, hell of a game. If I could predict this, I guess they regret losing to the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the Falcons, man, they had a good game though. Shouts out to them, I guess. Who the hell do you got next? You tell me.
Well, we're going to head over to the Windy City out here in Chicago. So my predicted score was 24-14 Bears. I thought that they were going to just kind of, destroy or run over the Cardinals. I didn't think Cardinals had a chance. At the end of it, it didn't seem like they had a chance, really. I mean, it's 27-16 was the final score. Kyler Slurry Murray, he had 230 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 97.5 passer rate. He played his butt off. He played really, really well.
Was he running around crazy?
He was. He had his little toddler legs, and he was that's what I was doing. Little toddler legs. I know, it's so adorable. Justin Fields, he had 170 passer yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 71.5 passer rating. So he wasn't awful, but again, the picks and interceptions will do you over. I think going forward, we got to see what the Bears are going to do in the draft. Personally, I think, and I would love for them to get Marvin Harrison Jr. It only makes sense if you're going to keep the quarterback. If they're going to trade the quarterback or try to get rid of them, I'm sure they're going to look at somebody to take that guy off of their hands. And then what they'll probably do is go quarterback if they wanted to switch out Justin Fields for somebody else, since they have that first overall pick. So we'll see what happens in the offseason. Cardinals too. I mean, they have the number 2 overall pick. We'll see who they pick. I don't think they're going quarterback. If Marvin Harrison does not go first, then he'll go second. Then, of course, Commanders choose third, and we have a lot of people to choose from. Who you got next?
Ravens. Redskins. Fuck.
What?
Okay, I'm sorry. I did that one on purpose. I just wanted to do that to be funny. Ravens 49ers. I predicted this to be, as I remember I said this in predictions, I predicted this to be a shootout. And I expected, and what I said in prediction is I expected, because I said this for this season, the Ravens haven't showed who they actually are. And I said this game, they're going to show who they are. And they mother loving did. What is it? 13 was the final score. Oh my God! Even though I don't care, because I'm gonna talk about him every damn game. I'm gonna talk about him as if he's still on our team. Even though they lost, fucking Christian McCaffrey got 14 carries for 103 yards, bro.
14 carries.
103 yards, touchdown, bro.
Wow.
Oh gosh, I don't even care about the rest of this. No, and Kittle, he got 7 receptions for 126 yards. Brock Purdy, 255 yards, 4 interceptions. That's what did it. 4 interceptions.
Can't do that.
Receptions.
Can't do that.
Yards. Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. This mother lover. He had 252 yards less, and then he had 2 touchdowns. He had seven carries for 45 yards. If you look at this game, bro, he was pretty much like every time he used his feet when he needed to. He didn't overuse them. He didn't abuse it. Like how Michael Vick on Madden 07 have. Yeah, he didn't
kind of running everywhere type thing.
Yeah, he didn't abuse it. He just used his legs when he needed to. His accuracy was on point. Oh yeah, Zay Flowers. I fuck with Zay Flowers. I think that's one of his favorite receivers. 9 receptions, 72 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, man, this was just a Ravens game. It was like a Ravens pickup game. It looked like. This does not look like the same 49ers that beat the shit out of the damn Eagles. It's crazy how shit like this happens like that.
Every single year.
And I was right. I've been right. I've been right about the damn Ravens this whole time, and they're not even my damn team. Like I knew this shit like this was gonna happen. They're gonna shoot. Fuck, they are. And to be honest, I don't know what's gonna happen this week. I don't know what's gonna happen this week going forward. But the Ravens showed who the heck they are. I don't know who the hell is the well, technically, 49ers is still, the second best team, I guess. So I guess it's still the Ravens and 49ers. I still think the Ravens are going to go to Super Bowl. And probably the 49ers, too. Yeah, so I still think it's the Ravens and 49ers in the Super Bowl. Well, I don't know, because the AFC is looking, not the AFC, well, yeah, the AFC is looking crazy, actually. And kind of the NFC, oh my God, it's getting crazy. Wait, do you got any more games?
I do. I got 2 more.
Oh, shit. Keep going. Who do you got next? Oh, yeah, because I'm done with my games. Who do you got next, Bo?
Oh, you're done? Oh, I actually have 3 more games. Oh, wow. All right.
Wait, what? Hold on. I'm missing games? Hold on.
As you check, I'm going to step out to Kansas City where the most unbelievable game was played. And I needed to hear this stat really quick before I get into the actual player stats. Check this out. Okay. Raiders won without getting a single passing yard after the first quarter.
What do you mean? I want you to explain this now. Explain this shit.
Aiden O'Connell did not get a single passing yard after the first quarter.
I get what you look. I understood what you said. What do you mean? What do you mean? How does that? I heard you. How? How the fuck you? No, I'm not even gonna.
It's the most unbelievable thing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. You got to try really hard not to catch or throw the ball correctly for 3 straight quarters and then win the game.
That's what I was gonna say. So after the first quarter, incomplete passes the whole game, and they still won.
Yep, incomplete passes. Some passes were caught and dropped. Some passes were caught out of bounds. It's just that sort of game.
So they had to have ran, I'm assuming.
They ran all. Yeah, they did. They replaced the pass with the run. Although they weren't running as much, I think the Chiefs just had a lot of mistakes, and the Raiders capitalized on them while they were in their red zone. So they just picked up the ball, turned around, and there they are standing in the end zone. So it was one of those games. It was wild, man. AOC had 62 passing yards for the whole game. He had 100. He had 100. He had no touchdowns, no picks, and a 50.3 passer rating. It was wild, man. And then on the other side of that, Mr. Patty Waddy Mahomes, 235 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 73.6 passer rating. I think going forward,
he lost.
And he lost. Look, I mean, going forward, the Chiefs got a lot to work on. They got besides the defense, they got some skill position on offense, like the receiver, that they're gonna have to go through and find one in the draft or in free agency. Raiders, they're due for a rebuild. They're playing well. They're winning, but Antonio Pierce is going to be able to put his stamp on this team next year if he decides to stay, and if Mark Davis decides to bring him back. So that should be interesting to see in the offseason. Another game that should be interesting to see in the offseason is what happens with the Cowboys. Because this year it felt like they were all in for a while, right? I mean, we were watching those games. We were seeing how dominant they were. We're like, oh boy, Cowboys might be shooing. They might be one of the favorites to get to the Super Bowl. And now all of a sudden, they're an afterthought. And even worse, they're forgotten because every single year they do this and every single year they fail. So after a while, people just think it's smoke and mirrors and they don't care, including myself. I really don't care, especially because I'm a Commanders fan. My predicted score with them against the Dolphins was 35-14 Dolphins. It was actually 22-20. Dolphins won late in the game with a last-second chip shot field goal to get it all. Dak Prescott had 253 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 107.9 passer rating. While Tua, he had 293 passing yards, 1 tutty, no picks, 98.1 passer rating. Again, I think going forward, Dolphins are going to get into the playoffs. They're going to do really well in it as well. I don't know if they go all the way. You got some really strong defenses that they're going to be facing to even get that far in the Ravens as well as the Chiefs. They're going to be hard to get by. And even though Belichick is out, he always has his defense coached up. So look out for that. I think it's going to be an interesting race to finish for both of these teams. And somebody's going to get in. I just hope to God it isn't the Cowboys.
They're
or
not.
Say again?
I said they're not. They're not going to get in.
Yeah, I'd hope not. I really hope not. And look, this other team I hope also struggles when they do get in, and that's the Eagles. Giants are out. I don't really care about them much. They don't have a chance of getting to the playoffs now. It's over. But they weren't as hated as I would say the Eagles have been, or at least scrutinized, so to speak. Jalen Hurts has been scrutinized. Their offense has been scrutinized. Their defense has been scrutinized. And I always say, man, you got to catch yourself because you're thinking that these Eagles are better than they are. And I've been saying this for like a good 10 weeks now since we've been on here. They're always one play away from losing. Each and every game. Always one play away. So you were just kind of waiting for that to drop, right? I mean, look, my predicted score was 20-17 Eagles. It ended up being 33-25, and it wasn't even that close. Unfortunately, the passing paisano ended up getting benched in this game because he was playing terribly. He only had 55 passing yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 63.3 passer rating from my man Tyrod Taylor. He came in. He got 133 passing yards, a touchdown, and 68.0 passer rating. Again, I think going forward here, Jalen Hurts is going to find his way. I think the Eagles will too. It's just been a pretty strong rough patch here for the past couple weeks, if not months. So we'll see what happens. Giants. I guess now they bring back Danny Dimes when he's healthy next year, but again, I don't really know what that's going to do for the team. They're not a good team. They don't really have a strong roster. They got a couple pieces, but that's it. So I think going forward, one of these teams are going. When I say one of these teams, I mean one of these teams in the NFC East are probably going to get to the conference championship. I just don't know which one it is between the Eagles and San Francisco. Not San Francisco, Eagles and the Cowboys. So we'll see there what happens, especially in the NFC East. And I think just in general, guys, this has been a wacky and crazy year, right? I mean, Joe Flacco rolling out. It's crazy. Joe Flacco is killing it. CJ Stroud is killing it. Russell Wilson struggling. Now he's benched. it's just been a weird up and down year, but that's why we love this game. That's why we love doing this, because we get to talk football and we get to be as surprised as you guys are. But continue to have faith in your team, whether your team is in the playoffs or they'll be on the couch sitting next to us, Commanders and Panthers fans. Just enjoy the rest of the season. We've only got a couple weeks left. We got week 17 and then week 18. Make sure you join the recap for that as well. Check out our predictions on TikTok. Follow us there at JNL Football Talks as well. It's been an incredible journey thus far, and we're going to keep rolling, man. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep growing. We hope you guys do it with us. Hey, happy holidays. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys in 2024. Peace!